Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, don't forget Rob and Jaron also in the house. What's happening, guys? Welcome to another Sunday night show here on Prospector Radio. Don't forget, we got a special guest joining us tonight. Carlos Miner from Gold Rush Whitewater will be in about 15 minutes. So hang in there, everybody. Till then, what's going on, guys?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Okay, you're done. Jaron, next.
Nothing here. Still waiting to hear about work.
Oh, if you're going to be working tomorrow?
No, definitely not tomorrow. Probably not for at least a week.
Snow?
No, just excavators.
Oh, roger that.
We're hoping somebody else gets us ready, because if we have to wait for them, it could be 3 to 4 weeks. So.
Oh, well, that's no good. They got to get on the ball. They're holding up a job, right? That ain't
Yep.
the scheduling part, right? Awful.
I use some PTO, so I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll just take a little vacation here, I guess.
all right, that'll
There
work.
you go.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
Something I need.
something I need too, but it ain't warm enough.
Never been on one. Don't know.
You're on a permanent vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you can wake up and say, "I'm going back to bed." We got to go to work.
Right, we got to go. Oh God, I got to get dressed and go to work. You just
we got a lot of weed eating to do around here. I know that.
Oh man, darn.
They're about hip high. Well, everything's getting about knee high to hip high now because
Uh-huh.
of the rain.
Uh-huh.
And then we're supposed to get some more either tonight or tomorrow.
We don't like weed.
Still raining?
Yeah. It's not raining yet, but it's cloudy. It's been cloudy all day, and they said there's supposed to be rain tonight, but who knows?
Oh geez.
I mean,
That
that's what I
sucks.
did today. Went weeding for a neighbor.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah, that's been going on a 4-day project now, because he's got a pretty big yard,
Mhm.
front and back, and a
Right.
lot of overgrowth. It just exploded.
Wow. Just from all the rain, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And of course, I had to go right through the river to get to the guy's house, and it's still chocolatey and raging.
Ah, bummer. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Mining for you, right?
No.
You're kind of
That's all right. It gives us time to get the rest of that trailer took down and took out of there,
yeah.
and then we can go back concentrating on getting across the creek again. By
Yeah.
that time, we should be, well, if it doesn't rain really hard, we should
Right.
be able to get across.
Right. This is true.
Be about probably knee high about knee high probably.
I just
Yeah.
thought of a great
Hopefully.
idea.
Hopefully you guys get back in sooner or later.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner than later. Yeah.
Yep.
I know it's gotta be getting to you, especially Rob. No. Right?
I mean, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, it is what it is.
Mother Nature.
You can't do anything about it.
Yep, she's a fickle beast.
And right now we're under a flood watch,
Yeah.
and we'll probably be like that till Thursday.
Yeah, you're not getting near there for a while. Yeah, not if you got the flood watches, right?
I thought we we could always go down on the side of the creek and then walk up the creek and then take an inflatable raft. And by the time we get over on the other side, we should be right where we want to work.
I'd give it a try. Make sure you film that, would you?
Oh, it would be something.
Yeah, I'll be having my GoPro on my head.
Yeah, that water ain't going
Hey.
slow. But like I
Yeah.
said, if we go up far enough, we should come around the bend and go right to where we're working. Woo!
Please put a camera on for that episode.
Getting back across the creek would be the funny one.
You guys got to share that stuff with us. Yeah, without a doubt. Rich, what about you? Anything good happening?
Oh, I've been busy all weekend.
Busy?
Yeah, I took off work on Friday to go help set up for the wedding, and
Oh, yeah.
Friday night I had to I made 2 platters over for the pre-wedding party, I guess, Friday night.
Right?
So that went well. Had just a little bit left, and then Saturday and then went to that all day. That was pretty much. I think they ate just about everything. There was some venison bacon left and some other stuff left, but somebody took all the rest of it, so I didn't have to clean it up.
Oh, okay. That's
But I've
good.
got bags in my refrigerator downstairs just full of leftover stuff that I didn't get on the trace. So I got plenty of stuff left.
But your smoking was a hit.
Hmm?
Your smoking was a hit. Everybody loved it.
Oh yeah, everybody loved it and
You're smoking.
was asking all kinds of information and stuff about it.
Yeah, I wanted to know your little recipes, your little secrets.
And today I did good at the casino again.
Of course you did. Your little casino.
Almost $1,300.
Dang.
That's a hand pay.
$1,295.
That's common. Hand pay. Nothing big.
I go in
Lucky
that
for me because I usually lucky to get $100, let alone almost 1,300.
right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Like me and Lisa, if we like when we go play, we either play for $2 or $3. Sometimes she'll play for $4, but we never play low denominations.
Usually I start off with $30 and I go in with 30, and if I lose,
$30.
yeah, I only take $30 in there.
Look
Yeah,
at
I
that.
put a hundo every time I sit down.
But look, Rich
Take that
walked
$30, you turn it into $100,
Right.
and then you do the $100, and then you bet $3 a pool.
Oh well.
I usually
If you
do
bet
20.
$3 a pool, then you can win 300 or 400. Then once you hit 400, you do max bet, which is like anywhere between 6 and 720. And then you hit, then you end up with $700 cash out. Start over with $100 again. Go back in, then win another 300. Cash out. Go back in, another 100. There you go. End up with
Yeah, we
$1,300.
start with 100.
Nice, Rich. I'm going to the casino with you.
It works for me. So
Well,
it ain't always gonna work, but it did today.
hey, it's good when it does.
Might lose $100 in 5 minutes. You never know.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, that's the only
Chance to
downside.
No, but that's what I do. I go in with $30 and
Scott, did you get to the post office yet?
Would Grumpy like to know?
Yes, he would.
Well, no.
Well, no. Big no. Nope. Nope.
It'll be in the mail tomorrow, Grumpy.
yeah, sure it will.
No, I already got- it's
Next
already in the
week?
boxes.
What is
It's been in the boxes for months, probably.
what is it?
No, I just got it 3 days ago or 4 days
Oh,
ago,
yeah.
but it's setting. I put his glasses and stuff and retaped it and everything.
All right,
so-
we'll check next Sunday.
What do you do? Forget
Wednesday.
stuff?
Yeah, he forgot his sunglasses sitting on the poker table.
Oh, jeez.
We'll check next Wednesday.
And then the other things, I think it's a charging cord for something. I'm not for sure what, but
Those still
I just use the same box the charging cord come in, put his glasses in, and then ship it out. But
There you go. No, all
I
right,
gotta put the address
give me
on
some gold prices now, Scott.
gold prices.
Yeah,
Why would you want to know gold prices?
go.
so I can get our good guest on here.
All right, you giga guys. Anyway, as me and Rob's been watching closely, it happened 2 days ago. Gold actually went up as of closing Friday, plus $69. And get this, folks, 1990. That's
Wasn't it over
One-
2,000 for a while?
it didn't touch over
It
2,000.
did not
Got-
go over 2 grand
No,
at
It
any
was
time.
close, but it was
Okay.
It got close, but it didn't
Okay.
get it. It came back
All right.
down and it went back up. But like I said, it was up Friday, $69, and it's 1990. Oh, and 30 cents.
Nice.
That's pretty good price right now. Silver, Tim, you're gonna like this. It's actually creeping its way back up. Went up a 0.53. Now it's at 22.70.
Okay.
That's better than 20.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Platinum took a $3 jump and just went to 385 or 86. Yeah, 85. Yeah, it's up. And then palladium's the only one that went in the red. That's minus 13. That come out at 14.95. Rhodium, 10 grand. Unch.
Okay, to clarify the platinum, he meant to say $985, not $385.
Okay. Thank you, Rob.
Did I say $385?
Yeah.
I thought I said $14.95.
No, for platinum. So anyways,
Oh no, I said up $3 at $9.85. Okay, I know. Whatever. Yeah. What?
Anyway,
Yeah. S&Ps, USA, all that stuff, NASDAQ, everything's in the red. It was all down, 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 down.
Okay. And Jaron, the Bitcoin?
God.
On the day, it's up 4.64% to $28,237.
Ooh.
That ain't crap.
What was it last Sunday? Like 22?
It was hanging around the 23, 24.
Yeah.
Same as Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want the government being able to turn your money
Now, when
off
it
and on?
jumps,
You want?
when Bitcoin
Yeah.
jumps, it jumps. When it goes up, it goes up. It don't just go up $20. It goes up thousands.
You just wait. Mark my word. The government will get their claws in it.
Oh, no. Mercy. I can't wait for next week when it's 35.
He's delusional.
What do you think, Scott?
Delusional.
What do you think, Scott, next week?
No.
You don't want to give a guesstimate number?
Of next week?
Yeah, for Bitcoin. It's at
I hope
28.
the bottom falls out of it myself.
Okay, well, I'm going to go 33.
No crap.
33.
No. What is it today?
Today's Sunday. It's at
I mean,
28.
what's the price again?
28.
What's the price again?
28.
28 grand?
Yeah.
I'll say 26.
Oh, you think 26? Okay.
26 to 25. It's going to go back down.
26 for Scott. I'm saying 33. 26. I'm saying 33. Anybody else want in on this?
I'm saying 30.
30 for Rich.
I'm thinking about 32.
Rob, 32. Jaron?
I don't know. We're kind of at a resistance point right here, so it wouldn't be strange for it to come back test 24.
So you're thinking 24? All right.
Quit looking at the candlesticks, dude. Just make the guess.
All right. I got our guesses. Guesses are all wrote down. All right. I'm going to send Carlos the link. Get him in here. Hopefully he has no trouble. He can just jump right in. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy.
I had some good macaroni and cheese this
I did too the other day.
Well, I've never had bad macaroni and cheese unless somebody homemade it.
Oh, I have.
I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I've had
I
bad.
had no clue what they were doing.
Yeah. I gotta make it right. All right.
Well, that was not mac and cheese. That was something that resembled mac and cheese.
It was like hard elbows.
Did they cook the macaroni al dente? Just got a little crunch in there, Rich. You're gonna love it.
They probably did it in a fry pan.
Okay. See if we can't get Carlos in there.
Is he on the way?
Carlos Miner from Gold Rush, Whitewater. Should be.
Actually, what state does he live in?
What's that, Rich?
I said, I wonder what state he lives in.
Oh, I'll let you ask him.
I thought it was New
you asked
Mexico,
him.
wasn't it?
You're a host.
Sorry,
Wasn't it New
no.
Mexico? Tim, wasn't it New Mexico? I thought.
No, no,
Not sure.
No,
actually, no.
I thought he lived in New Mexico.
No, I was quite surprised. Where?
I believe he lives in Alaska now.
Carlos?
Yes.
He might. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he used to live on the West Coast, and then when he got the job, he moved up to Alaska.
There he is.
With his family.
Is he with us?
You guys got me?
Oh,
Yep.
there he is. Hey, Carlos, how you doing?
Fine. Thank you for guys having me on.
Oh, man, thanks for coming in and joining us, hanging out with us for a little bit and talking about what we all love to do, you know?
Oh, wow, absolutely.
Golden,
among other things.
yeah, among other things. So what's been happening, man? Anything good?
Oh, no, it's just wintertime. We got a big old snowfall a couple of days ago, which is no big deal, but a couple hours later, we got rain on it, so wet snow, 14 inches thick. So,
oh, man.
snow blower can't do anything.
No, right.
You just have to slice that pie as small as you can just to get all of it out of there.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That sounds like too much work.
Yeah, I'm glad ours is done.
Where are you at right now?
Haines, Alaska?
Okay, you're up in Alaska.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. down there or down up there where the snow's at, and it could stay there.
Yeah, Tim has a problem with saying down there. or
I
whatever.
almost said down there again just now, and I caught myself. Thanks, guys.
Every time we talk to somebody up north, he always says down there.
So what time of year do you usually get back up to your claim up there?
It's usually around May time.
So it's
Around
coming
May.
up. All right. So not too much longer, and you'll be back up there. You ready?
Not really, to be honest with you. This last season really killed us. I mean, it murdered us. I have to believe this is the first winter. This is the first winter here in Alaska. I wish that was a little bit like 2 months more longer.
Really?
That season really killed us. I'm telling you, you just got to watch the show, which the show is going to come back on
Right.
the first Friday of April.
Okay,
First
so
Friday, April.
that's not too much longer. All right, because I want to pick up where we left off. It was just like, man, it's starting to get good, and it's like it's over for now. It's like really.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that.
you guys got to
discovery.
deal with climbing the rocks and stuff all the time too, right?
What's that again?
I said you guys got to deal with climbing down in the rocks and walking your planks and all that stuff too.
Oh yeah, that's doing mountain goating, as I call it, mountain goating. Yeah, that's the fun stuff. That's the fun stuff.
Ah, I thought you liked the diving part best.
You know, the diving part, I love to work in the water, but if any of you guys come up with a rig, with a breathing rig and says, hey, let's go diving, I go, no, you know, that's not my deal, you know. I got a saying, man, no cash, no splash.
Hey, there you go. I like that saying. You'd put that on a shirt.
I mean, I love working in the water. Don't get me wrong. I love working in the water. I can't feel any more comfortable in the working place in the water.
Really?
But I'm not one of you guys that says like 30 minutes before I dive, I'm all anxious to get in. I mean, 100 scenarios are going through my head
Right.
before I even get in that water, you know?
Right.
So I'm just like in my zen, if you want to call it that.
Sure. Now, how long you been diving, Carlos?
Oh, geez. Actual diving since 2003.
Okay, so you got some years. You got some, definitely got some time under the water.
Oh, definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
What kind of diving have you done?
It's all been commercial diving. You know, you're down in the Gulf of Mexico on the oil rigs and everything like that.
Wow.
You're simple construction worker underwater. That's all
really?
it is. You're a construction worker underwater. That's
it.
the gist of it.
Yeah, but it tends to pay a little higher.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, don't get me wrong. Hey, no one does it. No one does it for the guts and glory, man. They do it for that paycheck.
Now, how was that working underwater? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, I can't say that I enjoyed it. It's just it was my place to go. It was my office.
Right.
It was my office. After the dive, I get all excited, like, hell yeah, I did that. You know, I did that thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever dive under the ice for gold up there while you're there in the winter?
You know, no, I never dove under the ice, and I couldn't imagine doing that. But that's another story, you know, for another time, though. You know, who knows? Who knows, right?
Uh-oh.
All right.
I don't know.
Never know.
See, that's one. It's like, no, I wouldn't touch that one. Nope. So, how deep did you dive when you was working on like them oil platforms and stuff?
My deepest dive was in South Sea, China, 650 feet.
Holy cow! Wow, Carlos, that's crazy, dude.
That's deep enough.
Yeah, man, that was freaking gnarly, bro. Because you get hurt, they just can't bring you up, man. I mean, you got appendicitis, you're done. I mean, you're talking about 7 days for decompression.
What? Wow!
Oh yeah.
Holy cow!
Mhm.
Dude, that's nuts. And now look at you.
Yeah. And you know what? And to be honest with you, that 650 feet ain't nothing to this 10 feet of rushing Alaska water, man.
Really?
Yeah. This water's scary. This water is unforgiving.
Okay. Yeah, I would think you a lot of worry factors there too, with something coming down through there and just like a log or anything just coming down and just taking you out at any time. You know?
Oh, sure.
Well, I mean, not only that, it's just you're dredging a hole too, and the water moved the rocks there. It can move them again.
Well, when you were diving 600 plus feet, do you have plenty of backup lights? Because I mean, there's no light at that depth. I mean,
Oh no, we're all hooked up. We're all like NASA underwater. We're all rock and rolling down there. It's just up here, man. We're just working with your nuts and bolts and a lot of duct tape. Just we're using the bubblegum factor, man, to make things work up here, man. I mean, just to call in for parts or anything that you need, and then it depends, like what are you willing to sacrifice, to get that gold? That's the question every day. What are you willing to risk?
Right.
At that time of moment. And don't get me wrong.
Was the weather kind of relentless this last year?
Oh my God, man! People here in town are still talking about the weather of last year as a summer. God.
I mean, where you were working at, where you're on for the Whitewater.
Yeah, well, I'm like in Haynes. What we feel, Haynes feels. So
okay.
I mean, we're only about maybe as a crow flies, it's like 30 miles away, or 15 or 20
so
miles.
Yeah, you guys are all getting the same weather.
Yeah. So when we're talking about that, and especially that the Syracuse that we have to go up, that's an unforgiving river just on its nicest day,
Mm-hmm.
So on that kind of the floods that we were experiencing, just to get up there on the airboat was the scariest freaking thing. I mean, just to go to work from A to B. I mean, just your regular Uber commute, man, that was scary, Wow.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. So what made you decide to, all right, I work on oil rigs. Now I'm going to go and dredge for gold. All right, what's this scenario?
Oh, man, that's a long story, man. I wish we had a couple of bar stools, man, and a couple of beers, man, because you sure would enjoy the story. But just to shorten that up, I got married. So I got married. So I decided to give that oiled lifestyle a rest for a little bit. I couldn't make it I don't know, we want to call it the real world or what world or your normal 9-to-5 day world. I just couldn't make it. Nobody would hire me for the life of God,
Yeah, but your life expectancy as a diver is not that long either.
No, exactly. So I put in for who would hire a diver, got a lot of responses back for drivers. No, diver. And they said, they called me up and said, hey, do you think you're willing to go dive for gold in Alaska? I said, I couldn't care what you're diving for. I don't know. I don't care where it is. Just as long as you feed me and pay me.
Right.
I'm good with that,
Right.
I'm good. And then, then here we are,
Wow.
7 seasons, 6 seasons later,
Right. Excuse me. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, that's a huge change. Like you said, you went from when you were diving off rigs to having every piece of possible equipment you needed, the best of every piece of equipment, to, like you said, bubble gum and duct tape.
Yeah, but I went over to the dark side, and I threw OSHA and out the door and said, hey, maybe we have to do this without getting too safe,
Right. Is there times you just stand there and shake your head and go,
oh, absolutely. Especially when I make it through, I says, holy crap, I sure hope they didn't film this. My wife, me trying to explain this to my wife, But serious, man, seriously. I shake my head and I goes, and I curse myself. So what, how much of a freaking idiot are you, man? Boy, you deserve a lot of prayers tonight. And I go,
oh yeah, because I bet to dive out there off the Gulf, you had so many safety measures and rules that you had to abide by, and here it's just totally different, right?
Oh, we're making up our own playbook as we go, man.
Pretty much, man.
Did you catch the gold bug? Would you ever dive for any other reason than gold now, or?
Oh man, this is being right here. When this is over, diving's done. You know what I mean? Diving is done. Yeah, seriously.
Really?
I'm too old to deal with that, and I don't like that lifestyle any longer.
All right.
But the gold bug is what's keeping me diving. But once this is done, man, diving just gonna be just a thing of the past.
Are you going to be done with gold mining altogether, or no?
Oh, that gold mining, that's a good thing to work with
Right, because I mean, you got the fever now, of course.
Yeah.
for gold.
Anybody that finds gold nuggets, like we have, I mean,
Yeah.
enough to change your life.
Sure.
Enough to change your life, but not enough to retire on. But still,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you can always do it on dry ground. So I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Now
water.
and well, now there you go. Have you ever did any mining on,
No,
in mining?
never.
I was going to say, do you even know how to pan?
Nope. I never knew nothing about mining or anything like that whatsoever. I mean, I didn't know anything other than the old Western books I read, offshore about
Right.
gold mining and whatnot, and brother killing your brother, just for your stash.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even know who Fred was. He introduced himself so proudly. I'm like,
Yeah.
who?
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about it. Nothing about it.
Wow.
You know how many years it took me just to figure out gold from pyrite from gold? Years, man. My whole living room's just full of pyrite, man, because it's just so pretty to throw away.
It's pretty. Yeah, it is. It's too pretty to throw away. You got to save it, man.
Yeah, it looks good in the sun. It looks bad in the house.
You still get a free beer out of it,
There's some nice looking pyrite out there. It's like, come on, you can't throw that back. You got to keep it.
No, absolutely.
It's one of them pretty rocks that you got to keep.
I've never found a piece ever big enough to put on a shelf yet.
Oh man, I got a bottle of it. I'm kind of like Carlos, I guess. I just keep it. Along with pretty rocks. Yeah. You always find something.
I'm sure you guys have tons of rocks all over the house that you just couldn't just toss away, right?
Well, right. You find that one that's unusual, and just you're like, oh, I think I'll take that home. And yeah, that's how it goes. I'm sure you do it too with the rocks.
The only rocks that make it back here is the ones Lisa throws in my backpack.
So it is safe to say you got gold fever then, right, Carlos?
Oh yeah. I mean, I always told myself that I will never get it, because I didn't think gold was that important, or I was all into the diving until you find that gold, you know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah.
This is when I think you have gold fever, is when you risk life and limb over freaking gold, and then you just curse yourself after it. Like, what in the world were you thinking?
Yeah, and you are. I mean, it's totally yeah. You're taking it to a whole new level, in my opinion.
And you're doing it for a living. You're risking your life every day.
Yeah.
It isn't like somebody just does it every once in a while.
Yeah.
You're doing it on a daily basis.
Nope.
4 months, 5 months, however you guys are doing it.
No way.
Now with the gold mining with Red Hurt and all that, how did you feel with being filmed on camera? And being on
man, that was a whole new totally thing for me. That was a whole totally new thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that everybody loves watching the show, or as they tell me, they like watching the show and whatnot. But I mean, life would be a lot easier, if we can do the same thing without the cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yes.
It would be a lot easier. If everything was the same, free chow and all that good stuff. And the camera just not in your face at your worst time. You're just like, God, come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah, and you just worked.
Just work.
Just work.
That's like retake. Say that again.
Yeah.
Oh God, let me tell you, amigo. Oh my gosh. If you ever see on the show where it sounds like I'm acting it and all, is because they missed it and they wanted me to do it again.
Oh, okay.
I was like, well, how do you do that again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that again?
It's like, wait a minute, what did I just say?
Exactly.
Because you naturally do something and then they're like, do that again. It's like, all right, what did I just say? I don't remember.
Take two.
Yeah.
Take two.
So do you think when all this TV show is all done and all that, do you think you might buy you a claim and just keep going and keep doing this?
I don't know. I don't know about all that. Probably not.
No.
This was a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I'm more into the rocks kind of deal, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, do you do anything else during your spare time?
I'm always, it's either work or family meal. That is it. That's all it is. This is just my gold claim is my family. If I can, put my little girl to sleep and make her breakfast in the morning, man, then I found my El Dorado. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The gold is just a stepping stone to that.
Right. You got any more irons in the fire? Any other things you're working on that you could talk about or you'd like to talk about?
Oh, I'm taking a footnote from Kayla. You know Kayla. Everybody knows Kayla, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know how she's all entrepreneurial about her jewelry and whatnot kind of deal.
Yeah.
She got her side hustle going on. Same thing with James Goldhound Ham. So I was just got thinking to myself too, like, well, what can I make and what's abundance over here and what do I like here in Alaska?
Right.
Tons of stones, tons of rocks, lots of rocks, gorgeous rocks, beautiful rocks. So I decided to invest in a kind of like a carving out rocks kind of deal, like a prototype right here. You see that logo right there?
Oh, okay. All right. Excuse me. That is cool. Now,
Yeah. My stepson made that logo, man. He's really talented on the graphic design kind of deal.
okay. And now that is a rock.
Well, it's a coaster.
Oh, okay.
Rock coaster.
Rock coaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're thinking on doing something similar. Are you going to have like a store on Etsy, all that stuff like Kayla does?
Well, I'll try to get to that level. It's still a learning process for me and all that good stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I was just thinking, like, what do we have tons of here in Alaska that's free?
Right.
Wood and rock,
Good point.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. And the thing is, rocks are beautiful here. God, rocks are gorgeous.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
I see where you're going. So that could be pretty cool, man. Let us know when you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, when this thing takes off, I'm gonna call into you guys' show and just say, hey,
all right.
what's going on? I finally did it. I got it up and running. I'm doing it.
All right.
There's a website.
Yeah, be sure to do that. We'll get links out and everything.
Yeah.
We'll get links out.
We'll help you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm telling you, when that stuff's up and running, hit enter,
All right, let us know. Yeah, we'll do everything we can, man. Yeah,
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. That's always great. See somebody.
So how many more seasons you think you're going to hang on? As many as they're going to go, or?
Oh boy, I'll try to give it as many as I can give it to you guys.
Sure.
Okay. My body's hurting, and everybody's hurting. Heck yeah.
Well, we all know, we found out about Fred hurt and everything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of sad and hopefully everything will pull through everything will work out, but that might have something to do with the future too. You just don't know.
No, you just don't know.
Right.
I'm sure everybody found out the same way I found out. I was on Facebook, flipping through Facebook, and that came out, and I literally thought it was one of kind of like those Jackie Chan or what you call it, Chuck Norris hoaxes. Say, hey,
or whatever you call them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I text Dustin and I says, hey, there's a lot of crazy mess going on the internet about your dad, and tell me it's a hoax. And he goes, no, that's all true. And it literally floored me and my family, and we sent a prayer, his way.
Sure.
And God willing, everything will work out.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough kind of deal.
Oh yeah, it is. That's real rough. That's.
Well, he's more family to you. You're around him, working with him, and
Yeah. And I always thought, like, if any of us was to go, it would probably be on that claim like a rogue boulder or a flash flood or some freaking like grizzly bear or something.
Yeah.
It just seems unfair,
Yeah.
Being up there in the mountains and Rockies and stuff, do you ever see any like bear, wild game, mountain lions, cougars, any of that?
The funny story is my wife and my daughter right here in my house have seen more bear come through our front yard than I seen up in the mountain.
Really?
That is the honest truth. They got more awesome video of, I mean, I'm talking about big brownies. I mean, with the hump and all that.
Holy cow.
Walking through our yard.
Man, I would never let my kid outside.
Can't keep them in the house forever.
So, you got a good bear. You got a good bear dog. You know, the bears that come through town and all that, they don't want to mess with no humans. We have an understanding. You know, you go your way, you go my way. They don't want to have nothing. I mean, nothing.
No, that's good.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, your garbage is another story.
Sure.
Yeah. I was gonna say, besides tearing your trash up, yeah.
Yeah. The garbage.
That or you always got that one neighbor. Oh, I'm feeding them like pets.
Oh yeah. That would be good.
They'll go through your garage door. My neighbor will tell you all the time, twice. They'll go through your garage door for your garbage.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
They want it. They're getting it apparently.
Oh, they just push it right in. Yeah.
They just push that garage door right in.
Yeah.
That's
They're
great.
strong. There ain't much stop.
You're not allowed to shoot them or nothing when they do that, are you?
Oh man, you got to go through some paperwork. You got to call 911, and then you got to keep your senses and say, hey, he's eating my freaking garage. He's messing with my deal. Now he's messing with my car. You're not here in 10 minutes. I'm going to shoot. And then, yes, I know I'm going to get fined, you know?
Yeah.
Just crack him with a paintball gun. Pa, 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 pa.
Oh, that's just going to piss them off.
Yeah, but if you hit him in the rump, they'll leave.
Not with a paintball gun. He probably wouldn't even feel it, would he?
Pepper spray and
Why can't
paintball.
you jump out in the yard and do it? You could shoot it from a window, for goodness sake.
No.
People do that, man. People actually do that. You got polka dot bears running all over the place.
Yeah. I'm sure.
That would be awesome, though, to see.
Red, white, and blue, and
Dotted up bear.
Hey, I know the damage they do on my skin when you get shot by them, so I can just imagine what a bear feels like.
I know, but with all that hair, you think you wouldn't even feel it, you know?
I don't think they would feel a damn.
I don't think they would, right? Heck, God, yeah, I just think it was a flea bite or something.
yeah, probably. Think it was a mosquito bite.
Mm.
Shoot 'em in the
Now,
ear.
so how long have you lived down there in Haines?
Oh, when they called me to do the second season, I just barely had my little girl. So I said, like, only way that I was going to come and do this second season if I'm going to bring my family up here with me.
Right.
So they came with me, filmed me the second season. I think that was 2018, and my family loved it here. And it took a little bit more grinding the for my wife to, like, you know, leave California, stay up here, but it worked out. It worked
Okay,
out.
so you came from California then?
Yeah.
So that's a big change from California to Alaska.
Oh, for my wife, it's a big change. And for me, I lived all over the world at least twice. You know,
Sure.
I mean,
I'm gonna have
Right.
to say good
That
choice,
was-
but whatever.
but the thing is, Alaska was never on my bucket list whatsoever. Never.
Look where you are.
Yeah.
Go
And the
figure.
thing is, I won't move. I mean, I couldn't be more happier, more safe,
Wow.
more relaxed in this little
Really?
town.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good. That's the way you want to feel.
Oh, I'm telling you, it feels good. It feels good.
That is awesome. That's home.
That is home. You know,
Yeah.
when you have the biggest crime spree of people like going into your cars and something like that, you're like, okay, I can handle that, you know. And that's like 3 times a month or something like that. You know, that's somebody's tweaking somewhere.
Sure. Yeah, but
So,
California
did,
to Alaska. Whew.
yeah, California. Yeah, you made the right choice on
Yeah,
that.
you did.
But
That just
did COVID do any kind of damage to you or nothing? You know,
What's that?
did COVID have any kind of damage on your gold intake, your show, your money? You know,
Yeah,
saying what
it
you
did.
do,
Oh
your job?
man, when COVID hit, oh god, and then we almost didn't have that season when when COVID was at its heights. We almost didn't have a season. And when they decided, Discovery and Raw Production decided to give it a go-ahead, oh gosh, man, we went through so many precautions and whatnot. And even though it was just a lot, I'm talking about it was a freaking overkill on masks. Yes. Oh my gosh. You
So
couldn't
wait.
overkill it enough.
So when COVID hit, were you living in Alaska or still in
Yeah.
California?
Mhm.
You were already in Alaska. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's good. All right, so
Yeah.
you didn't have the travel and issues with COVID. So, but
Yeah.
still, you would have figured down there, you know, like you said, you're out on a claim, you're not around nobody, but you and your crew, that
Yep.
it shouldn't have been as hard as it probably was for you guys.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was times where we had to like shut down a couple of times, you know, until it was all clear. You know, a couple of days it was all clear. I couldn't come back home to the family.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, the whole town as well. The whole town, the small little town that has only a clinic. So there, you know, everybody was pretty tight up, you know,
Right,
when
sure.
it came to COVID.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, wasn't it? Did you ever get the COVID?
Yeah, I got the 24-hour kind.
Oh, really?
Yep, got it last year. Felt the effects on Friday. Got it full blown Sunday, and Monday I was on the mend already.
Oh, jeez, lucky you.
Hey, lucky me. I was solo taking care of my little girl, so I was praying that she didn't get it.
Yeah.
I was praying she didn't get it, and I was praying that I didn't get it bad enough where they had to ship me out, you know.
Sure.
They was able to take care of my little girl, and
wow.
You know, yeah, I know I still had to be daddy. So like I said, man, God was with me, man. 24 hours, you know, Sunday, 24 hours. My little girl let me sleep, you know, and a lot of microwave food that day. And Monday I was rock and rolling, you know.
Hey there, that microwave food's all right.
For COVID, bro, that's the best you're gonna get, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't go nowhere.
There ain't nothing wrong with a TV dinner. Pie.
Pizza, man. That's all my little girl was eating, pizza that day.
Microwave pizza, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, you do what you got to do, right?
Hey, man.
But you got past it. That's good. Man, it's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shoot, man. Matter of fact, man, my oldest right now, he's dealing with COVID right now. He just
really
just two doors down right now.
Wow. See, it's still that stuff still is around.
Yeah, but that's like a flu for him. I mean, he's on the mend already. Twice in 3 months. I mean, shit.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
All it is just the flu, man. He's
that's it. It's the flu.
He's in his bed. He's freaking
good.
Bed service, and he's out tomorrow.
That's cool. That he gets over it quickly and just move on, right?
Yeah.
So Carlos, a little bird told me you might have some gold to show us.
Oh yeah, tons of gold. But you know, hey, maybe you guys know gold better than I do. My gold, I put my gold in these little plastic containers,
right?
And they get all blackened up. Why is that?
Wait a minute. What do you mean blackened up?
Yeah, they get all like all blemished.
You mean the plastic stains?
Yeah, exactly.
And that happens. It depends on how bad it is. I mean,
yeah, so it's probably just got something to do with the moisture and the minerals. That's why I always put mine in the glass ones. I know the glass, you got to worry if you drop it and break it, but
sure.
You know, it stays nice and clear.
I know I had some plastic ones that they wasn't clear anymore. It's like the
yellow
patched up and dull and
yeah, right.
Yeah, I guess that was natural.
Mine, that crazy. Now since Dennis isn't here, I got to ask you his question. What's the most scariest thing that's ever happened to you while be it diving off New Mexico, off the
Gulf of Mexico,
or up in Alaska? What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
The scariest thing when I was diving in the Gulf of Mexico was after Katrina, post Katrina, when all the rigs went down, a lot of rigs went down, and our job was to salvage them up. You know, what went down has to come up piece by piece.
Right.
And on one of these rigs was a big old workshop that we had to go and rig up so we can lift this workshop up.
Right.
So as I go down to this workshop, they were telling me that you have to hook this workshop up, but be careful. There's a big 300-pound grouper down there that made it its home. You know, everybody knows what a grouper is, right?
Yeah. They can eat you.
Big mean fish.
You know, they can be as dumb as a cow or be fierce as a freaking goddamn pit bull. You know, they're very territorial. So sure enough, I went down there and my little spotlight was just only giving me just that big spectrum of light. You know, it's like a goddamn horror show, you know. You're just only doing this and this is all you're seeing. And just like a horror show, man, you'll see the spin, you know, like flashed by me and go, what the hell, man? This thing is stalking me. Sure enough, man, it freaking tried to freaking swallow my face, and I let out this curdle yell out. And when you're diving my kind of gas, which is helium and oxygen, you have that Mickey Mouse voice. You know?
Holy cow.
Yeah, grouper can get really big, especially the Goliath.
What'd you do? Did you stay down?
Oh man, I freaking had to fight him off, and everybody was laughing on my radio. I had to finish the job. You know, Chevron was paying us, I don't know how many thousands of dollars a day, you know, to get that stuff out.
Yeah.
I almost get eaten by a grouper.
It would be funny if he was on the outside watching it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got the groupers. It's called Goliaths, and they'll get 6 to 7 feet and pretty freaking wide. And yeah, it can take a bite. One bite, it'll get your head in this mouth pretty easy.
Right. And then as far as the freaking diving here in Alaska, I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen it on TV. Is when I freaking got cooked, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you got fried, yeah.
Yeah, man. That was a crawfish boil, man. Crawfish boil. Holy shit.
Not good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
A little too much hot water.
I still think the grouper wins, though. Sorry. Yeah.
It's not, gold is not as much as Kayla's here. I'm just going to show you.
Oh, geez, man. Very nice. Look at you. That's real nice, Carlos. Way to go, bro. Yeah.
It's a few pieces.
Yeah, you had a couple.
Yeah. I'll never get rid of it, man. Never get rid of it.
Oh, yeah. Even you know how much it is an ounce today, right?
Hey, what is it? What is the projected price on that?
1990.
Oh, it went up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
1990 did it.
Oh, last time I was looking, it was like 18 something.
Yeah, it almost hit 2 grand this week, but
is that right?
Yeah, it didn't make it quite that high yet.
Yeah. That usually
makes well, maybe I might not.
Makes you rethink.
I'm telling all those greenies out there, you need the gold for your computers and smartphones and whatnot.
Yeah. Obviously, right? That's what.
Carlos, do you have a favorite piece of gold? Like a lot of us will go, oh, that looks like this, and this kind of looks like that. Or do you have a piece like that?
I'm sure you've seen too. There was an episode where I lost a piece of gold when I was trying to put it in my tooth.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, well, let's not talk about it. But anyways, there it is right here.
Hey, that's your favorite.
That's my favorite. That's my incisor.
You're going to put it on a chain and keep that one forever?
This gold's all staying here. When the zombies come, man, I have something to trade.
Yeah, right there.
You know what? There is an I can't remember what it was, and I can't remember what show it was, but somebody did drop gold that was in a gold pan.
Oh, I don't know nothing about it.
Hey.
I can't remember what show it was on, but it wasn't like full like Parker's Novels pan or nothing like that, you know. But it had enough gold that if you dropped it, you're not going to be happy about it.
Yeah, Carlos, they're saying that there's a lot of oxidation, that if you put that in a jar with white vinegar, that it'll clean it right up.
Yeah, I didn't think gold would get that way. I was kind of wondering, like, hey, what kind of gold is this? You know?
It's pyrite.
Like gold or what?
You just send it to me. Yeah, I'll clean it.
Yeah, we'll fix you up.
Carlos, we've had a couple of people mention this tonight. They wanted to thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, thank you. Any vets out there that's listening or anything like that with family members, friends, close friends, thank you for your service as well. Thank you for your service.
Very cool. Yeah. Now, what branch did you serve in, Carlos?
The Marine Corps.
Marines. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Rich up there. Rich is a Marine. Yeah.
Yep, Semper Fi.
Oh, Semper Fi, amigo.
Yeah, I served.
And so is our other co-host, who's not here tonight, Shad. He was a Marine too. So.
Yeah, Shad was a Marine.
Freaking awesome, man.
Always a Marine, but
yeah, very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a big knuckle dragger.
Sounds like you guys love doing this show, man. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we do. We've been doing it for a lot of years now. So
Yeah, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago. How long we've been doing this?
but it's great guests like you that make it special.
You know, I attended 2 gold shows already, and I did one with that gold show that I told you I called in on. On Kayla's.
Right.
But what I kind of noticed is that most of these gold shows that I went to, there's very, very, very little young people that's attending these gold shows. You know, it's all seasoned vets out there that's getting their hands dirty.
Right.
Yeah.
And and I was just kind of thinking, somebody brought that to my attention. I was like, well, that's a goddamn shame. You got to get out there and get these kids' hands dirty. And I see a family out there with their 2 small kids, and the kids couldn't wait to get out there, and they had their own little tools, their whatnots, with little shovels and whatnot, that they bought at the gold show, and the little pans, and they're ready to get out there.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't applaud them enough. I was like, yes.
Oh yeah. They definitely.
That's why it's best to get people involved, like your local Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, all that. A lot of the people like us, they'll go to these places where people will come to them. Hey, can you come in, this week and show these people how to pan for gold? We had some of our members that do that a lot. Now Tim does it with the nursing homes also. At his work, he'll go into the nursing home and do it with the elderly, to give them something to do.
Sure.
And you also do it with the younger crew too, the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, and that gets them involved. Plus they have badges and stuff for them to earn and stuff. So
it's just hard to forget anybody from 15 to 22 because they're all protesting something or else or whatever, and they don't want to do it because it's just not hip and all this stuff. I'm like, Jiminy Christmas.
And it's weird because if some of them don't start picking it up, this stuff could just go away.
Well,
there might
not
be a certain
few that'll do it, and everybody else be wondering.
But, like you said, you got to get them started young. We always promote that. Get the kids out. Kids love doing it. They love playing in water and playing in dirt. So
like I said, I've had guys come down in 20, 21, 22 after they find out how I dig gold. They're walking up a hill a half hour later and they're yelling F you and flipping you off like, I'll see you later. I don't want to work that hard. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, there's Dennis. Dennis, hey,
What's up?
Hey, I didn't know if you was gonna make it, so I asked your question, dude. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't ask what's the most scariest, dangerous thing that ever happened? You took my question.
Well, I didn't think you was gonna make it. I'm like,
dude, I was looking forward, excited to finally get to
meet you. Need to hear the answer.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear the answers. It was probably the best answer ever.
I'm kind of starstruck here, whatever you call it, because I was really wanting to ask this to Carlos. And I hurried as quick as I could to get home. You have to book him on the show on the Sunday. I have to work.
Sorry.
Carlos, what is it? Because I would actually like to hear it from you.
You got to tell him, Carlos, because it's great.
Because I mean, that's usually something I always ask everybody because I love that stuff.
Well, like I was saying, the scariest time I was diving offshore, working on the oil rigs, was time after Hurricane Katrina. Some of the rigs went down. I had to go down and we had to clean these rigs up, salvage these rigs. So there was a shop, like a actual workshop on one of these rigs that we had to get up. So I had to go down there and rig it. And they warned me about it. Other divers warned me about it, that there was a 300-pound grouper that made that shop his home.
Oh.
So I went down there, and sure enough, man, I got attacked by a 300-pound grouper, man. It's me screaming.
Oh my.
Yeah. And I try to do it manly as I can, like a war cry, man, but it just didn't come out that way.
So how long was you actually down there with the grouper?
Until I got it rigged up, man. Like, we had to finish the job, man. If I couldn't rig that shop up, man, then they would have kicked me off the ship and got another diver that can do the job. That's just
right.
That's just how offshore is. If you can't do it, we'll find somebody to do it.
Sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's a 300-pound grouper.
Well, it could have been
Yeah.
smaller than that, man. But down in the dark by itself, man, it sure felt like 300 pounds on me.
Yeah, sorry, like
Absolutely. Yeah.
jaws actually. It'd be running
Trying
through.
to, get what you got to get done, and you're constantly looking.
Tim, his eyeball would have been as big as a softball.
All right.
I mean, can you imagine you shine your light and all of a sudden there's that big eye looking at you back? Okay, I'm getting
I'd have
worried.
been, yeah, I would have said, it's time for you to
Dude,
hire somebody else.
I guarantee you, I bet you after that event, I bet you Carlos didn't poop for a week. I bet you that. I bet you
I bet he had to clean his stuff out when he come back out of the dive.
Oh, yeah.
One or the other.
We need
I
a new
warmed up
dive
my
suit.
suit quick that day.
Holy cow. Man, sorry, Dan. I didn't think he was going to
But
make it.
it's like a strike, buddy. You're just a little late outside.
Well, I'll let you slide this time. Next time, you're going to be. I'm going to have to write you up and suspend you.
You're going to have to text me and say, I'm on my way, dude. Don't answer.
I
Don't
did.
ask
I
my
did.
question.
Didn't you guys not see that? Rich gave me the okay. I said, "Hey, I'll be there ASAP."
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you just wanted to steal my thunder.
Yes,
I
he did. He texted me. I said, okay.
Well, we waited long enough. We couldn't help it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Carlos, are you going to be going to any gold shows that you're aware of? Any coming up?
I was trying, me and the family are thinking about trying to get one back down in Washington around the middle of April.
Okay.
So we just trying to figure out how that's going to work with this kind of deal.
Okay.
Traveling with the family, it's just hard.
Right.
Where do you live, Carlos? If you
I
don't
live in
mind me.
Haines, Alaska.
Huh?
Haines, Alaska.
All right. Well, I tell you
Like
what.
your underwear.
Yeah.
You ever make it out to Idaho? I'll give you a personal invite. I've got 3 claims in Idaho and 1 gold mine, and it's on the South Fork Clearwater River.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Really
good.
good.
Absolutely.
Really good gold. I have a couple videos that I haven't edited last year's, but I've got Idaho Gold season 1 and Idaho Gold season 2, and running the dredges on our claims, and then we show the clean outs, and so
Definitely different from what you're doing, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, Dan and Carlos?
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Are you excited and pumped up to get back up, though, Carlos? Are you
Yeah.
ready? I'm ready.
I'm trying to get ready, trying to that stuff. It's getting hotter here. I mean, it's like really, really hot. It's like about 40 degrees right now.
Right.
So snow's on the melt kind of deal. So hey, it's going to be that time soon. This is the time that I have to pump myself up.
Sure.
Yeah, this is the year.
Yeah.
This is the year.
Okay.
This is the year that we're going to take names. And
So all those platforms that you guys got laid out and all that, they're still set up, or you guys got to tear all of them down?
I doubt it. I truly, truly doubt it. Alaska takes back its own. Alaska takes back its own.
Oh.
It just erases everything that what you set up.
Wow, really? So you guys do leave them, but the odds are they're gone when you.
Yeah.
You-
I'm actually trying to get together with some friends up the road and see if they'll take me on a little expedition on snow machines to see, like just to check on the place. I mean, it'll be covered in snow, but just
Right.
to give let some kind of reference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not going in, to the dark, not going in the dark, but you know what I mean. Going in blind, and it's like, oh my God, Siri,
At least you have an idea of what you're.
Yeah, at least you have an idea what you're going into.
Exactly.
When everybody gets back up there.
Mhm.
Okay, we got our hands full. Oh, it's not going to be too bad this year.
Yeah, just the snow level. That's what we're looking for right now. So
Right.
trying to call a couple of buddies with snow machines, say, hey, give me a lift, take me up there and see, let's see what we got.
Right. Hopefully it's not as bad as it was that one time with all that snow blockage and ice.
Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. It wasn't a bad snow year this year. It was not a bad snow year. So
Right.
I can hope for that.
So hopefully that water's moved a lot of gold back down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to get all the equipment and stuff back up there again too. Then
That's got to be the hardest part of everything, ain't it?
Logistics,
The logistics. Yeah.
man. Guy, man, you were just way off the beaten path.
Yeah.
And just to get anything out there or get anything out of there, just
God, yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you, man. Helicopter or freaking airboats, and the airboats is the scariest thing in the world.
So you can't get up there with like a quad or anything like that?
Oh no,
Nope,
no.
impossible, huh?
He says no.
Now, would you
Only-
rather go?
What,
That-
Rob?
Okay, yeah,
That's
okay,
my
sorry
dream, man.
about that.
That's my dream to
Uh,
get up there with a quad and back, you know. But
But I
that's
was
gonna take some
sorry.
serious bushwhacking.
Yeah. Rob, do you got a question?
Anyway, sorry about that. It's kind of difficult for me to jump in sometimes because I don't know the right to. Would you rather go back down to the lower claim than the upper claims in mining?
For personal and selfish reasons, I like to go back to our old claims. It's just so I can get in and out real quick, you know, for family's sake, you know.
Right.
And as I call it, it was easy. At that time, it wasn't easy, but compared to the new claim, it was easy gold. You know, it was easy gold.
Easy peasy.
Easy,
Yeah, but
peasy.
didn't you have to deal with the cable and stuff?
Yeah. I call it the minimum wage gold. You know, I mean, you're going to get it no matter what.
Was it producing more or no?
Age gold.
Yeah, man, what the gold. But the Nugget Creek, that's where it's at. That's where you got to work. You have to work for your bread in that one. I mean, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose some of your soul to get that gold. I guarantee it.
Carlos, which one produces more gold though?
Nugget Creek.
Great.
The new
It's just, yeah,
the new claim.
it's just like more work.
It's just more work. It's so steep that water comes down quicker, harder. We get just a teaspoon of rain, you're gonna feel it.
Oh, geez. Now the odds are really good. Nobody has ever worked that, right? Ever.
That's what I was thinking.
People try to work it and they
Right.
just couldn't do it. People that did a solo work on it, they came out, you know, with a good pockets full of gold, but they
Sure.
they didn't have the strive to continue, you know.
Right.
It was just hard.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
way impossible hard.
Sure. It'd have to be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. That's
How far do you think you guys are from the source?
Oh gosh, man. If I knew that answer, man, oh my god.
Well, I mean, does your gold look crystally, or is it always flat, or is it always just rounded off?
We've been finding some kooky kind of gold where it's all like you said, crystally, you know, like it's just like exploding, like crystallized, you know, kind of like rough gold.
You're
like,
close.
what the heck is this? It blew my mind. I never seen nothing like it, you know.
If you're finding that, you're going to be
kind of-
close to the source.
Yeah, you know, like you see those crystal salts, you know, that just
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the beautiful gold right there.
yeah.
Yes.
You found little pieces like that and all that, and that blew my mind. It wasn't until one of them, James, you know, had to tell me like, oh yeah, man, this is the gold right here, you know, and it just
It's amazing
blew
how
my mind.
it's amazing how much more that crystallized gold is worth more than just regular. I mean, they pay a premium for that stuff.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's
Well, I mean, crystal gold. You're going to crystallized gold. That's just fresh out of in that kind of river that he's got that runs all year long. That's fresh out of a host rock and just got stuck.
Yeah, they pay for that stuff.
Yeah, that's specimen gold. That's worth.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was just like, you know, like little bit pieces here and there. I mean, it was nothing like I could send to a museum to, you know, as a showpiece
Right.
or something like that.
Oh, still, even the little stuff. It's just
yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah,
It blew my mind. I just never seen nothing like it. And
You'd be
every
amazed.
day is a new experience for me when it comes to gold, you know.
That's cool though. That you're finding that up there. That's
Yeah.
very nice. There's some-
Carlos, did you ever get in a situation to where you had to re-dredge? Like what I'm saying is you set up your dredge, you run your material comes out of the end of the sluice, piles up. Did you ever end up putting it in a wrong place to where you had to end up sucking it up and moving it again? Or does the water's there so fast that it just washes it away?
Oh no, up here where we're at, water just runs way too quick.
Okay, so it pretty much don't pile up then. It pretty
No,
much
no.
Well, that's
We
good.
had-
At least they don't have to redo it. Yeah.
No, we had that problem in a couple like season 3, season 2 kind of deal, like later in the season where the water was kind of like kind of died down.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Oh man, then we just boxed ourselves in is what we did.
Right.
You just have to have somebody back there with a shovel, just shoveling it, you know.
Yeah, and you guys move enough rocks, it's like holy cow.
Now you don't have that problem because the water's fast. So.
Yeah.
Burns doing?
Well, my burns.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just scarred up, you know. Like I got this one scar down here that has a lot of good scar tissue. So when it gets hot or when it gets sweaty, it gets a little bit agitated. It's a good reminder, you know. It's a good reminder. Things could have went south very, 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 very quick.
Oh,
you got very lucky, I'll tell you.
Very, very blessed, man.
Yeah.
Very blessed.
Man, when that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, please don't quit, leave the show.
Oh no, man, they'll take more than that. They'll take more than that from my wife. So I was trying to tell my wife, hey, it's not all that bad, and it's not all that. I was already up here in Alaska, and she was 2 weeks behind me.
Uh-huh.
I called her up, and I was in a hotel room trying to mend up, and she was like, why aren't you at work? Like, oh, you know, I got hurt, and it's no big deal since I'm talking to you, so you know it can't be all that bad. And
right.
Yeah.
And you know, I just try to play it off, boy. But when she's seen it, or when she's seen it on TV, holy moly! God. Yeah,
Well,
I can't watch that anymore, to be honest with you. I can't watch that part.
Yeah. And especially because you know you got to heal, so you can't put that wetsuit or put that thing back on because it'll just rub it back open and further on.
I'm just talking about shorts or shirts or any kind of clothes. Holy moly!
Yeah. How long was it before you was able to?
How much time did you miss from that, Carlos? How long were you on
like 2 weeks? I was out 2 weeks. I was in a hotel for 5 days straight that I mean, I couldn't put any clothes on, you know. I was just doing this because on my arms, chest, my back, my legs, you know, so I was just like this.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah. Somebody had to come in and just rub that ointment on me, and you know, that was that deal.
That's bad, brother. That's like the worst accident that's happened down there with all you guys, isn't it?
That they showed, yeah.
That they showed. All right. Okay. We can leave it at that if you want.
But can you talk about anything else, or is it ancient China?
No, there was and I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I was one day it was Paul Richardson, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind me telling this story. He was down at the other claims, you know, with the zip line and all that. We was transporting 50-gallon barrels of fuel across the zip line. So when we got the fuel across the canyon, Paul was like trying to roll this fuel can down easy. Paul slipped face down, and that fuel can just rolled right over him from head all the way to toe. And I thought for a fact that he was gone. I thought for a fact that he was gone. It was like a cartoon, man. He had a like an imprint because it was all mud. He had an imprint in the end of it. He was like, "Oh, I'm okay," you know. He sank into the ground.
That's probably why he was okay, because he pushed him into the ground.
He pushed him into the ground, man. Had an imprint of him, like holy crap. I fell on my knees. I says, "Oh, this guy's done for. Hell, he's done for."
Yeah, because that probably weighs what, 500 pounds at least.
It steamrolled him, man. It was like a goddamn cartoon, man. It's like had to blow himself up like a Bugs Bunny. You know?
Why didn't they show that?
The cameras wasn't with us, man. I mean, they never. If they had the cameras on us 24/7, holy moly! I mean, last season, they missed the part where me and James was going across one of those circuit rivers on the Jeep, and we got stuck in the river, and the Jeep was starting to float and like tumble.
Oh wow!
And the only thing that saved us was Dustin in that bulldozer. He came, he seen what happened, so he put that dozer in full speed and light speed, and he freaking rammed us so freaking hard from behind. God, whip that.
Got you out of the hole.
They should keep the cameras on 20.
Yeah, man. He got so mad at us because me and James says, "God dang, man, what the hell did you do to us?" Like, I saved your freaking lives, you freaking idiots.
Did they ask you to do it again so they could get it on camera?
No, they didn't get none of that.
They need to stay with you 24 hours a day and film this stuff.
But in this new location, it's so difficult that they can't risk it. They just can't risk it. It's all solo. The stuff that we did with solo was just amazing. Holy moly! I mean, we can't even brag about it because it just seems not true.
Right.
Well, when you guys are up there, you're staying at the camp the whole time. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
except for when you're allowed to go in town for whatever.
Oh sure. We get to come home on our weekends and whatnot, and that's
good.
Yeah, man. That keeps the band-aid on my family life. So
Sure.
I was gonna say because you said you really wasn't that far away, like 30 some miles or something. So
yeah, just it's real.
That makes it much nicer for you, Don.
That's 30 miles as the crow flies, Rich.
Sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this without my family, man. I work in the working offshore deal. I already lost my 2 older kids as childhood, and I'll never do that again. That was a bad circus.
Sure. Right, but it was your job, and you did what you had to do.
Sure.
But
Now, do any of your children interested in gold or?
My little girl, man, every time that we get her in the tub, she goes, "It's a diving day. It's a diving day." And she gets her goggles. When I wash her hair, that's when she can go dive into that whole time. And she goes, "It's a diving day, right?" And I go, "Yeah, it's a diving day." And she throws her toys into the tub and she'll fish them out and whatnot.
oh, geez. Do you think any of them will follow in your footsteps?
No, I don't want her to do none of that stuff. God, no.
None of them too, right?
No. That's where I got to find this gold nugget, man. That's going to change all our lives.
There you go.
Where they don't have to do none of that crap. They don't have to risk no life and limb or fingers, eyes, and toes. Come on.
Right.
So have you done any of the processing of the gold, panning, working the miller table, working any of that stuff?
No. That's usually James, the gold hound. And Wes got his trommel going good, and then James is just the one that does that finishing touches. James can go through a gold pan like so quick, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to take advantage of it, So when it's time to gold pan, man, I just go buy him 6 packs of beer and just.
What's he do? Using a gold claw?
No, man, he's just doing this. Then he's just going this.
Yeah, doing the gold pan. Yeah.
He goes through it quick. He goes through it so quick, man. He's mechanized.
Yeah. It's just second nature, right? After you've done it so much, it's just.
Yeah, there's an act to it. Yeah.
So some people are better than others.
Yeah, some people like molasses and take forever.
Yeah, and then there's some that are speed panners. So, all right. So I don't think I asked you. So Carlos, what actually made you want to start diving when you first started?
I'll start diving. That was coming out of the Marine Corps, and I didn't have a clue what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do in the Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, man. What didn't I do? I was in communications. I worked the motor pool. I schlepped.
It was 3521?
35, yeah. 35-19. No, I was at 25-19, amigo. 25-19? Yep.
Yeah, I was 3521, 3523.
Yep.
Yeah. I was a mechanic and wrecker operator.
Yep. I did everything, like prisoners from prison to court to prison,
Wow.
I was a drill instructor.
Oh yeah? That was a PMI.
Yep.
But that's not diving. You wasn't diving in the Marines, was you?
Oh man, I never did no kind of dive. I didn't know nothing about diving. When I came out of the Marine Corps, they said I had no clue what to do.
Right.
So somebody approached me with a pamphlet and says, "You got the GI Bill?" I says, "Yep." You're heading out in 2 months. I go, "Yep." So you can become a diver, underwater welder. I said, "Okay, I'll be there."
Really?
Well, did you have any welding experience at that point either?
No, none. Not a clue.
Couldn't weld, couldn't dive. Let's give you a job on the oil.
Even my welding experience right now, man, it all looks like all chewed up bubble gum, It'll stick, man, but you can't
Like
get a blue ribbon from it.
Are you like a chicken? Tick, 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 tick. Yeah.
But that's still weird. I can't weld, I can't dive, but you want to give me a job on an oil rig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, he's a Marine. He
I'm
adapted
in.
whatever came. You know what I mean?
But still.
I went to school for it, and I said, "Hell yeah, I'll do it. I'll stick it out." They said it was the hardest thing to do. I said the only thing I cared about was, are they going to feed me? Because yep, got a rack to sleep in. Yep. That was
That's all you
it.
need.
Rack and eat.
And you get paid for it.
So they sent you to school to
Mhm.
learn how to dive and learn how to weld.
Yep.
And how long was that?
I was only a little bit more than a year, 13 months maybe.
Oh, okay. So at least it was a long course. Okay. So what, in like 2 weeks and you're on
Yeah, no.
A
a rig.
lot of training.
Here, let's send that guy down to weld it. Yeah, the whole.
But all that stuff I forgot until I got there. Like, it was just OJT,
Yeah.
you just
Well, you
learn
got
as
to
you
learn
go.
about it. You got to learn to weld above water first before below water.
I would
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Holy cow. And dang, that's just odd. But it's cool. I mean, good for you. It's awesome. I mean, that was a great career for sure. But man, very cool,
Yeah, 'cause
buddy.
you can't find many people that does that. So
Right.
that's a separate trade. You know what I mean?
Because they don't live no more.
That's a
Yeah.
hardcore life. That's a hardcore
Yeah,
life.
that's what I mean. It's a select few that even.
What I think is it still back like it was back in the day? Life expectancy of underwater divers 13 years.
Oh man, let me tell you, when I was diving, everybody that I worked with or everybody that I knew or anybody that it was a constant thing. People were just dropping off the radar,
Mhm.
I would be coming from Las Vegas, where I used to live at, to go to work. And then as soon as I hit the ground and turn my phone on, I would get off, my phone would just be pinging, ping, 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 with messages, and all the messages are saying like, are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right? And I knew exactly what that was. Somebody from my company got hurt or died. And sure enough, and that's what it was.
Wow.
And it was just like people, and it was just situations that you never thought that could happen. I'm like, are you kidding me? One diver, I won't mention his name. One diver was diving at like 150 feet, and those big old stingrays, like kind of like Batman kind of deal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Swimming by, one of those big, huge ones swimming by, grabbed his hose and brought him up to the surface.
No kidding.
And that was it. That was it right there.
Wow.
And because of that accident, they had to change and modify a special protocol for that kind of deal. That can never happen again. I mean,
Right.
who had ever even think of
Right.
coming up with a protocol for that? Like a stingray accident. Come on.
Wait,
And
it's
this guy was a
a-
great guy. I mean, this guy was a great guy, and he didn't do nothing wrong. It was just wrong place, wrong time, or that
Sure.
stingray was a wrong place, wrong time.
Was
Yeah,
that-
if he got hooked by it, that was a
Because he
manta
came-
ray.
Is that because he came up too quickly? The
Yes.
reason why?
Yep.
Okay.
Embolized.
Wow.
Man, you ever seen a fish that comes up from the deep, Dennis? Their eyes are freaking
Yep.
bulging out of their head.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
it ain't good.
All the time. All the
That's
time.
great.
Yeah, one pressure to the next will just ruin you.
So when you got married and had kids and stuff, you're like, okay, I think that's about enough of this stuff.
Well, it was my wife that kind of talked me out of it. I mean, I was desensitized to the whole thing. It was just everyday job, for me,
If she wouldn't have talked you out of it, you think you would have kept doing it?
Oh, I definitely would have. Definitely. I mean, it's hard getting a job here back in the days. I mean, I couldn't get a job at Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, I sank below and started getting jobs at Walmart. I started getting jobs at Craigslist, Craigslist.
Oh my God.
I started working with Craigslist people,
Right.
I mean,
And-
I fell far.
And you would think with somebody with your education, your background and stuff, that it'd be like, I can get a job anywhere. Yeah.
That was the truest thing in the world. I was so up on myself. I looked at my resume and I says, who has this kind of resume?
Right.
Diver medic, got diver medic, Marine Corps, 13 plus years. I mean, I was set for any kind of job.
Right.
When people looked at me and they looked at at my resume, they goes, why do you want to work here? Because you're the only one that's hiring, And they would say like, I think if something comes along, I think you're just going to take off for something better.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, yeah.
overqualified.
Overqualified. Yeah.
Qualified.
And that was it, man. So I had to downplay my resume, just to get a simple job like in Craigslist or something. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Holy
Craigslist.
cow. Now, is there a dream job you would like to have? Like if you could have any job in the world and they come up and said, Carlos, you pick the job you want, you could have it. Is there one you would like to do?
My dream is, man, to stay home with my little girl, man.
Yes.
Hit the lottery.
Hit the lottery, man. I would love to go to school full time, man. If Donald Trump was out there, the honorable sir, you could pay my way to go to school full time. And I'm talking about taking classes like I don't know, class in harmonica, or I'm taking class in geology one day, and I'm taking every day learning something stupid that I can put to my repertoire, just
Okay.
and take care of my little girl. That's my dream job.
You like learning. That's what
I'm sure everybody there, like, I mean, what do you guys want to like learn how to play guitar, learn how to sing? I want to learn CAD,
You're like me, you're an information junkie.
Yeah. If somebody could teach me how to, work on diesels, for my own personal sake,
right.
That would be the most awesomest thing in the world. And at the same time, just come home.
Yeah. At the end of the day, and just come
End
home.
of the day, man.
Things good.
End of the day, yeah.
So I have another question about how you got started in diving. They sent you to school and everything, and you didn't dive nowhere near like 600 feet in the class, right? They don't have nothing set up like that.
No.
So was you like did you have any fears when you first actually had to go down that deep?
No. Water is no fear for me, nothing like that. Flying's my fear, but water's no fear, man. No fear of water. And but don't get me wrong. I'm always scared of the water, or I should say, I respect the water.
You're wary.
I'm really worried about the water. Like cameramans are always on me, and their deal is like get that diver right before they get in the water, and they want that like, are you excited to get in the water? And you get the diver saying like, yeah, I can't wait to get it. I'm going to go get the gold. And I tell these guys all the time, keep off me, let me get in my head, man.
Yeah.
I got to think of 1 million things that can go wrong, so I can think of 1,000,002 things to make it go right.
Right, and that's because your past experience or what you've been through, and you had to do that before you went down. And a lot of people don't understand that, and they're thinking, "Oh, you just dive and you're going under the water." No,
exactly. What scares me the most when I saw you go offshore. What scares me the most when I used to go offshore is when the diver's next to me and says, "Oh, that's all I got to do." I'm like, "You jinxed it." You jinxed it, amigo. I've known divers, man, or heard divers get killed in 10 feet, 15 feet of water from fear itself. Just because they lost their mud, they just didn't have their integrity or their freaking their bearing on them.
And the worst thing I do is
they lost their bearing, and that was it. Wow. That was it. So I fear the water, but I respect the water. But once I'm in the water, all that goes away, and I'm just like, I'm back home,
Right. But you don't like flying.
I hate flying. I can't, especially helicopters. I can't stand them.
Yeah. Jumping out of a perfectly good helicopter.
And I lived out of helicopters, like in the Corps and going to offshore. I mean, we used to live in the helicopters all the time,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you fly with a helicopter or a crew boat, but usually it's a helicopter if they're flying you out that far.
They asked me, "Hey, you want to take the 6-hour crew boat or take the 45-minute helicopter ride?" I take the crew boat anytime, but we got 8-foot seas. No problem. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep on that ride.
Yeah.
But even in the helicopter with the winds, it's terrible too,
Oh God, I'm telling you, I take Amtrak 3 days from Louisiana to California, other than the flight sometimes.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
See, I would think it'd be just the opposite. That you'd be like, flying ain't nothing. Yeah.
I hate flying, man.
Yeah.
And there's a whole other story with that flying gig, man. But it's just, I just hate flying, man.
You know what? I'm like you, Carlos. I don't like to fly either. But when I get on there and then I get up so high, I'm like, well, screw it now. It don't matter.
Right. It don't.
You're so high now. It don't matter what.
It don't matter. Yeah, that's the way I look at it too. It's like,
it was the Osprey that damaged my flying for good, man. It was the Osprey that damaged it, man, and I just can never get that back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can never get it back again.
Comfortable 650 feet below the surface, but not 30,000 feet in the air. Good to know, Carlos.
So Michael Balestros in chat says, I had my head shaved for the first time by Carlos in South Dakota. I'm guessing it's SD. It's been a long time since I seen you. Good luck out there, Carlos.
Who was that?
Michael Balesteros.
You shaved somebody's head?
You shaved somebody's head.
Maybe in the core? I don't know.
I used to give a lot of better. Oh no! That's my goddamn. That's Mikey boy. That's my goddamn nephew, man.
Nephew.
He's like, who?
I tried to give him a haircut, man, when he was a kid and everything, but he had such fine hair that we were all drinking in my garage, and we wasn't in the Marine Corps at that time. Just kind of make him all Marines.
But you're
But
like,
you give him the bowl haircut?
I just messed it up, man, so I just had to shave it all off.
Funny part is you're like, who?
Oh.
You didn't get a high and tight, Rich. You got a boot camp.
Oh, geez, man, Carlos. Well, man, we definitely look forward to the show coming back April 1st.
I think it's April 4th. It's the first Friday of April.
First Friday of April. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to
continuing. Somebody told me about that.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to continuing now because it's like, yeah, we want to see what happens. Like,
yeah, man. I think we got 7 more episodes, if I'm not mistaken. I can't to be honest with you. I mean, it's a whole. You just got to watch it, man.
Oh, definitely will. Always do.
Now, is that just to get caught up to speed 7, or is there more than that?
There's more than that.
Okay.
Right.
Because I think it was because there's another year or whatever that's in between that.
It's not like that.
The first Friday of April is actually the 7th.
That's it, amigo. That's it. Now that is the rumor. Don't put that on me. I mean,
right.
Don't put that on me.
Yeah.
But Carlos said it's April 7th.
I'm the last to know about everything. The townsfolk know when the production crew's coming in already because they say, "Hey, I heard they're coming out." I go, "Really?" No one tells me anything.
Right? The last
You're surprised.
I sleep better that way, man.
Yeah.
The less I know.
You guys have meetings and stuff ahead of time to plan this stuff, or they just say, "Hey, Carlos, meet us up here at such and such time."
Yep. Exactly. They said meet us up here and all that good stuff, But when they put me in the planning stages and we're going to be here, we're going to be there. It's just I'm working with a 256 freaking megabyte hard drive, man. Too much information will just leak out, dude. Data dump.
I got you. Yeah, cool, brother. Well, man, we thank you for joining us. Is there anything else you wanted to share? Any website, anything? Now's your chance.
If you get a chance, go on Gold Rush. On Facebook, Miss Colleen will go put up a nice page for us. It's a friendly page for Gold Rush Whitewater. And it's called Gold Rush Whitewater Family and Friends.
Okay.
Family and Friends.
And that's on Facebook.
Yes, on Facebook. And that's what you'll see me most of. Miss Colleen made that page for us. So it was safe. You know what I mean? I can't I can't go on the other websites like Gold Rush. I mean, god dang, people, you're so god dang mean out there. I mean, damn.
You over the golds or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's with gold or whatnot. I mean, god dang it.
Shouldn't be doing that.
Welcome to the club, Carlos. Welcome to the club.
There we go, Carlos. I got the links out to the YouTube and the GPS site. So
I appreciate that, amigo. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. And
anything else you want to ask him since you got dropped?
What's that?
No, Dennis.
Oh,
he was the last to get here.
Last to get here, and then I lost signal. I had to shut my phone all the way off, turn it all the way back on to get back on. No, I think that's, I'm just gonna have to go back and rewatch and see what I missed.
Yeah.
But,
you missed some good stuff.
Yeah, just keep on, man. I love what you do. Just keep on doing what you're doing, brother.
Well, I tell you what, if we do get another season, and after the next season, if we do get another season, the successful season, if you guys have any gold shows coming up in your area, send me a link. Me and the family decided we should start going through more gold shows, meeting more people. You know what I mean?
Be on the East Coast, Ohio.
Hey, that's no problem, man. I mean,
What
Okay.
really sucks, Carlos, is because the GPAA quit doing their gold shows this year. So
This year.
there goes like what, 20 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. They ain't doing none this year. So hopefully next year. But you got AMRA and stuff will be having them, I'm sure. So
Right.
there'll be some. So we'll definitely hear of any. We'll definitely send you a link and
Yeah.
info. Without a doubt.
And it would be great, come across you guys again,
Yeah.
handshake, and
Heck yeah. We'd like to meet you in person.
yeah, 2-second
We
bro
actually-
hug, kind of deal.
Yeah, we actually traveled out to Vegas one year. Our crew did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
was out in
got-
Vegas.
Went there and got our tattoos.
Did a
and,
show live.
Mike got our tattoos.
We did the show live from the Las Vegas Gold Show one year.
Awesome.
So that was fun. That was a good time.
Yeah.
We
I'm from Pennsylvania. Denny's from Indiana. Tim's Ohio. Then you have Scott. He's from Arizona. And Chef Kathleen, they're from Ohio. And Y Gold.
San Diego.
California. And Jaren's from Utah.
Darren's from Utah.
awesome. Awesome. And just a reminder, guys, when I get my workshop up and running,
Yes, let us know.
No.
Let us know, man.
That's
Come
Yeah,
on.
Come on
fine.
back. You can
Heck
talk
yeah.
about it. We'll get those links shared out. And
Yeah, you know how to get a hold of me now, so
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, we'll help you out, brother. Not a problem. But
Yeah, anything you got to say important about gold wise, just tell Tim, jump on one time and tell it, and we can jump back off. It's easy.
Yeah.
yeah, we
that's
got you.
freaking awesome, man. Beautiful,
cool.
guys.
All
Beautiful.
right, thanks, Carlos, for coming and hanging out with us, brother. Stay
Hey,
safe.
I had a good time. Had a great
good.
time. Thank you, guys.
See you, brother. Take care.
All right.
Take care, man. See you,
take
Carlos.
care.
See you,
Bye,
brother.
buddy.
Bye.
Awesome. It was very cool having Carlos here.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
Man, I hated being late for this one.
But you were late. I thought you wasn't coming.
Couldn't
So
help it. Man.
I'm like, oh, Dennis ain't coming. I got to
No,
ask the
I
question.
wasn't going to miss this one.
Yeah.
I got here as soon as I could.
Yeah, Carlos's interview was a freaking fart. Dennis wouldn't have caught a whiff.
Oh, he was great.
Hey,
Great.
You know, the way he likes to dive, I'd love to get him out on my claims
Oh,
in Idaho.
he definitely
Hey,
was great.
you didn't hear what he said.
Oh, no cash, no splash.
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's what he said, Denny.
Ain't no cash, ain't no splash.
Which was funny too. Like, man, you need to get a shirt that says that. No cash, no splash.
You know what's cool is just, and what's really cool is because I know he's been 600, but you know the suit that it takes to actually dive that deep is like it's just extraordinary just to have that suit on.
Is it like an astronaut suit?
It's got a freaking full thing. I think it's a dry suit.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I-
He said they were out there like NASA or something. You know?
Did you ever watch
Yeah.
like the Navy divers? I mean, that's what it's like. I mean, you're in the big kettle head and
See, I had a chance. I had a chance to be a freaking underwater diver, and then I read everything about it. And I was like, 13 years. No.
you're walking like an
no, I'm not doing that.
Ain't no way.
Well, I mean, back in the day, like in the 90s and stuff, it paid like $27 to $30 an hour. That
Yeah,
was
back
big.
then. Imagine what it pays now.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'll
What is
bet
it,
you
probably like $100 an hour
$1.50
or more. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're taking, you get down there, and like he said, there's a chance you coming up too quick and dying that fast. Or
Yeah.
if you come up too fast on your own, you're in a decompression chamber for 7 days.
It's high risk, high pay, right? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
what it is. Jeez, still, I just
Don't they have stuff now that they put in the tanks when you're diving that deep to where you can come up a lot quicker where it doesn't affect you? Or
I don't know.
Pressure's still pressure, Dennis.
Well, I just looked it up. It says, how much does an underwater welder make? As of March 12th, 2023, the average hourly pay for the underwater welding jobs category in the United States was $31.28 an hour.
That's it.
So,
Right.
I bet they're short on help.
and I'm sure it's more than that the deeper you go. You
I would
know?
hope, yeah.
oh my gosh, that's not.
Gee, if you could work construction and make $31 an hour, why would you?
Well, I had a friend back when I was in high school. His name's Travis Reed, and he actually went off to go to underwater welding school. Never heard from him again. I haven't been able to contact him. I haven't even seen anything from him, but I knew that's where he went after high school. And I'd always wondered, how everything went with him. So
Yeah.
Right.
There's other ones that's $44 an hour, which grosses like 90,000.
I would still think a lot more.
And bonuses.
But you know what's really cool is because some of these jobs that they do, like, I mean, I was a roustabout down in Louisiana, and I had to ride 3 hours out on a boat, get off and get on an oil rig. I had to take one pallet of sand and move it 25 feet onto another pallet. And then I left and went 3 hours back. I got paid for all day.
Sure, right. You get paid for
just to move a pallet of sand. I'm like, why couldn't you guys do that? And the oil riggers go, we don't get paid to move sand.
Exactly.
I was like, okay, whatever.
Like the laborers union.
Yeah, I was like, that's just stupid.
Yeah. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Carlos seemed like a very nice guy, very great guest. So looking forward to April 7th so we can continue the season of Whitewater and finally see the results of the year. Very cool.
Well, I've seen some results on the plate, so I'm all right with that.
April 7th, if you watch it. I watch it. Yeah.
Is that when they start?
That's when it comes back. Yeah. April 7th, Friday. Yeah. Yeah.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Yes.
April
Jared
7th shows you water.
Who's on Ed's show Tuesday?
Actually, I wanted to just make sure with Dennis that he has not gotten contact with Jeff.
I'm
for
going
Sunday.
to send a reminder. I
right.
called him.
Well, we're going to book somebody for Sunday. So try to get them for next Sunday then, following Sunday.
Not this coming.
Right,
Or,
not this coming one. Right. The following.
what's the date? What's that date? What will that date be?
I don't have a calendar. I need a calendar.
April 7th.
That's a Friday.
I'm just joking.
Hold on, Dan. Let me look at my phone.
While you do that, though,
Yeah,
back to your question, a familiar guest on Last Year Pan, you will be having Kayla Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Johansson, sorry.
Very cool.
Johansson, not Johnson.
Okay, that would be, it's like April 2nd, Dennis.
April 2nd.
Yes, correct. That would be Sunday.
That'd be the day after the 1st.
Yes, correct. Yes,
Right.
April 2nd.
Pretty sure-
if you
pretty
get
sure
them for
we are.
then, Dennis. If not, let us know and we'll try to find somebody
I'll
else.
go.
Okay. Fill that spot. Yeah.
You
April
might be out
2nd.
on the road too. You're out in the mountains or whatever.
Yeah, he might be in a mine somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, re-timber in a mine. He's busy. But yeah, I know he'll get back with you when he does. Just we can't get him committed to a day.
You know,
I'll get-
another good guest would be Shannon Poe because he ain't. What's he doing? What's Amber doing? Where they at? What's going on?
Yeah, he's real busy right now because all the snow.
Yeah, waiting.
Yeah, I know he's digging snow. That's for sure. I know that.
What about I know you mentioned James off the show. We never had James on here either. Yeah.
James.
Talking about Jaron.
From what show? Oh,
Whitewater.
from Whitewater.
Yeah.
Whitewater team.
James Ham.
Oh.
Yeah.
The gold recovery guy, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. 26th is next Sunday. So yeah, am I wrong? Hey, look at my calendar again. Yeah, 26th is next Sunday. So April 2nd or any time after that, Dennis. Just let
Okay.
Okay. Any Sunday after is open.
I'll do her.
All right. Good. All right.
Check.
Jaron, any other things? You got your monthly pay it forward coming up or anything?
Oh, you know what? I don't even think we've done one this month.
Huh?
No,
Well, we can do one.
John. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably we'll discuss it in the after party with some of these guys and see. If we
Okay,
can get
Roger,
something
Roger.
Put together.
Okay.
Get one next month.
Because next week will be the end of the month. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. All right, cool. Well, once again, thank you, Carlos, for coming and hanging out with us. We want to thank everybody who listened tonight, and just have a great week. Till Wednesday, we're out of here.
Good night, gold diggers.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.